friends, it is Sam. Happy New Year, first of all. I hope you guys' 2018 is off to a great start. So today's video is kind of like a little follow-up, I guess, to my previous video, the 8 tips. Was it 8? I think 8 tips for like helping you go vegan. So today's video, as you can probably tell by the title, is gonna kind of be very easy recipes for anyone who is transitioning into veganism. Just like super simple, nothing fancy, nothing too exquisite, nothing too complex to make, just super easy stuff you can like find at any grocery store. So let's just get into it. So I've kind of divided the like foods, I guess, into breakfast, lunch, and dinner, because lunch and dinner I feel like a lot of foods can be like interchanged between those meal times, snacks, and then like desserts slash sweets or whatever. So the first category is breakfast foods. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. So my first meal suggestion is oatmeal. I love oatmeal so much, and I know a lot of people think that oatmeal is like boring and like gross and like plain, but that is not always the case. You can like dress it up. I love oatmeal because it's high in fiber and it keeps you really full, because oats like, I don't know, like they digest slowly or something, so it kind of keeps you full for a longer time. And especially because it's like winter, so it's been pretty cold, it's a nice warm start to your day. So kind of like a little, I guess, trick I have for making your oatmeal more exciting is to add like a fruit, or more than one fruit, whatever. Add a nut butter for some protein, and add something crunchy like granola, or like I don't know, nuts or like seeds or something like that. One of my personal favorites is oatmeal, and I put frozen blueberries in it, and then add some peanut butter, a little bit of maple syrup, and some granola. Oh, so good. I've also recently been loving cranberries just because like they're so festive and they have like antioxidants in them. So I have dried cranberries. I put those in with some almond butter and some like pumpkin spice granola I have. I actually have a video on my channel about 3 non-boring oatmeal recipes if you want to check that out. One of them is like cookie dough oatmeal, which is a great thing, let me tell you. So oatmeal, number 1. All right, second thing are bagels. I love bagels. So you can honestly just, you know, read the package. A lot of bagels at the grocery store are also vegan. You can top it with, like I said before, nut butter. I'm a fiend for nut butter. I love nut butters. Peanut butter, almond butter. If you're allergic to nuts, they have like, what is that called, like sun butter or something like that. Or you could do like PB&J. You could get some vegan butter, which honestly there's so many options now. It's become so affordable and accessible. I think like, what is that, like Smart Balance makes a vegan butter or something like that. Very good. So you could just go simple with butter. You can get vegan cream cheese. My personal favorites are the Tofutty brand and the Kite Hill brand, but I believe Tofutty is more easy to find and also cheaper, if I'm correct. So just throwing that out there. Also super easy, cereals. A lot of cereals are vegan, not like the fancy organic like $8 a box cereals, but like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, vegan. Oh god, I think the mini frosted wheats are vegan, but not like the regular size ones, because the regular size ones have gelatin in them. I don't really know the difference because I don't eat this cereal, but vegan. I can't think of them off the top of my head right now. Oh, the Reese's Puff cereal, vegan. Yes, love that. Honestly, you can just check, you know, do some research, I find that out on the internet, but I love cereals. Of course, you know, a lot of like the boring old people ones are vegan, like Fiber One and like Oat Bran and like cornflakes and things like that, which I personally love. I love like the bland cereals, I guess you can say. Slice up a banana, put that in there. Pancakes and waffles, vegan. You can like look up how to make recipes from scratch on your own. There's a ton of like super easy like 5 ingredient recipes on Pinterest, or a lot of pre-made like pancake and waffle mixes at the grocery store vegan. I think it was the like Walmart brand pancake mix I bought one time. I know it was definitely from Walmart. I can't remember if it was like their brand or a different one, but it was like $2, and it was the one where you literally just add water and it made pancakes, and that is very affordable, very delicious, very easy. So pancakes and waffles, super easy if you want something heartier. Of course, you know, your basic, like what a lot of people think of vegans have for breakfast are like smoothies or smoothie bowls or protein shakes or whatever, which a lot of people are kind of jumping on the plant-based protein bandwagon. So there are tons of vegan protein powder options. And then on the more savory side of breakfast, if you don't really like sweet things for breakfast, tofu scramble is one of my favorites. It's meant to kind of replace like scrambled eggs, I suppose. Obviously they don't really taste similar, but you can make it look similar. Literally all you do, of course, is get some tofu. You crumble it up in I like to use like a fry pan. I don't really know what you call it, a skillet or something like that. I like to add turmeric because it makes it like yellow so it looks more appealing, and then add whatever spices you want. You can add spinach or greens, whatever. I love adding spinach and bell peppers. Oh, so good. So whatever vegetables you want. I know people like mushrooms, and then like I said before, whatever spices you prefer. Also, something super easy to make, which I also love making in the morning, are like hash browns, or just like, I guess, breakfast potatoes, you know, just kind of like cubing them up, frying them up, putting some spices on it. I love potatoes. Who doesn't love potatoes? You can honestly eat them for any meal you want. And you could throw in some veggie sausages if you like. I personally don't enjoy veggie sausages. I never really liked sausage when I ate meat anyway, but if that's something you're interested in, there's tons and tons of brands who make those, so you can throw that in there if you want. All right, so on to the next category of lunch slash dinner. All right, so super easy meal that I love to make all the time are different types of pasta. Literally, these just super basic. You can just get regular pasta, some marinara sauce, put that together. Bam, easy. You can add vegan meatballs if you want. My personal favorite are the Trader Joe's meatless meatballs. Those are the best. My meat-eating brother has tried them before. He said they're good. They taste pretty similar to meat if that's something you're interested in. Or a ton of brands have like beefless ground, so like ground beef, but vegan, obviously. So you can throw that in there, and just you have a super simple what am I trying to say, meal for you. You know, marinara sauce and pasta you can literally find at any store you want, and a lot of them are vegan. A few pastas I believe have like egg in them, but the majority of ones that I find, even like the generic store brands, which I pretty much always go for because they're cheaper and pretty much the same thing, are vegan, so that's great. Or for pastas, you could just do super simple, like throw in some vegan butter if you want, just have butter on noodles. I know a lot of people who are like picky eaters kind of like pasta like that, so if you just want something super simple, that would be for you. A personal favorite of mine that I like to make is just pasta, vegan butter, and then like broccoli. Ugh, so good. Sometimes I add like vegan chicken, but I find myself craving less and less of like meat alternatives like the longer I've been vegan, but that is just personal preference for me. Super simple basic things. You could do salads, you could do soups if you are like out and about at work or school or something. I know a lot of places you can drive to, like grocery stores and things like that, and just pick up, they have like soup and salad bars, so those are really accessible. And also if you're just grocery shopping, a bunch of canned soups are vegan, so all you do is heat that up and you have a meal. Sandwiches, there's so many different sandwiches you can make. A ton of like just regular breads that you buy in the regular section of the store are vegan. You could make a PB&J, you can make a PB and banana, oh so good. Peanut butter, banana, and cinnamon, delicious. You could just do a really simple like veggie sandwich or veggie panini if you wanted it toasted, add some hummus, delicious. You could do a chickpea tuna salad, which is a vegan version of a tuna salad, obviously. All you do is take chickpeas and like mash them up, and then you can either use vegan mayonnaise, which a lot of companies have been starting making, so again, they are more affordable and more accessible. Love that. Or a good substitute is avocado, which tastes so good. So chickpeas, mash them up, add some avocado or vegan mayonnaise, and then like carrots, celery, and like whatever spices. I'll try and link a recipe down below, the one that I typically use, because it is so delicious. So you could do that on a sandwich or by itself if you want. Or if you really want something that's more typical of like the standard American diet, there are tons of vegan like deli meat alternatives and vegan cheese alternatives out there. My recommendation for vegan cheese slices would be the Chow cheese slices. I know they're typically a little more expensive, but I think that they are the most realistic. But of course you can try different brands if you want something cheaper, or just trying all different brands to see what you prefer. And Tofurkey has really good vegan deli meats. I love the hickory smoked, I think it's supposed to be like turkey deli meat, and they've had it at a bunch of grocery stores, so again, very easy to find. Also, pizzas are easy to make vegan. You can make them at home. A lot of store-bought crusts are already vegan because it's pretty much just like water, flour, and salt or whatever. So pick one of those up, get some pizza sauce, and then you can either add vegan cheese, or if you're not down with the vegan cheese yet, you don't have to add it. You can just put on some fun vegetables, some fun vegan proteins if you wish. And I know that Mellow Mushroom has really good vegan pizza. They have the Follow Your Heart vegan cheese, I believe, which I would recommend if you're looking for good shredded cheese. Follow Your Heart. And I personally really like the Daiya shredded cheese. There's a lot of yelling going on outside in my house. I'm sorry if that is distracting to you. But I personally like the Daiya vegan cheese. I know some people don't, but I personally like it. Or you could just get something from Papa John's, Domino's, Pizza Hut, other chains. You would have to check if their crust is vegan, although I'm pretty sure most of them are. And just do no cheese and just do sauce and then whatever vegetables you want. So many options for pizza for you. Or you can just get frozen vegan pizza from the store. Again, many options for that. Stir fries are really good. I enjoy making those. I love just I buy frozen veggies just because I find that they last longer, and I'll fry those up and add in some tofu. The thing about tofu is it doesn't have any flavor, so you have to like marinate it or season it if you want flavor in it. So yes, throw some nice stir fry vegetables into a pan. Tofu, I love to marinate it into teriyaki sauce or soy sauce. Those are my favorite. Throw that in, put it on top of some rice. Delicious. Kind of along the same note, a burrito bowl, I guess you could call it. I love Mexican food, so I'll just take tofu and kind of cook it with taco seasoning, just like the 60-cent packets you can find at the grocery store, and then add in like bell peppers, sometimes broccoli, onions, whatever good vegetables you want to add, and put that on top of some rice. Add some like avocado and salsa. Delicious. Another super simple, like 3-ingredient recipe that I make a lot is tofu, curry sauce, and rice. A lot of pre-made curry sauces and a lot of Indian food actually is vegan because instead of dairy milk, they'll use coconut milk. Potatoes and sweet potatoes, super simple, super basic, super cheap. You can bake them, you can chop them up and put them in the microwave. That's actually what I do when I'm running low on time. All you do is you cut them up and wrap them in a damp paper towel and microwave them for like six-ish minutes, maybe more or less depending on how strong your microwave is, but that's like super easy. You can add some salt and pepper, add some vegan butter if you want. A delicious meal. There you go. Oh, another good one is beans and toast, like baked beans and then on toast. It's really popular in England, I believe. I don't know if it's like all of the United Kingdom, but like England is where I discovered this meal years ago. Just toast and then baked beans. So if you haven't tried that, I know it sounds kind of weird, but I would really recommend trying that. And again, it's super cheap because it's just slices of bread, and you can get a like generic brand loaf for like, I don't know, like $3, and then a can of beans is like 99 cents. So you're hooked up with the goods. Snacks. My favorite snack would have to be hummus. You can dip pretzels in it, you can dip pita chips in it. I like dipping tortilla chips in it. I feel like that's not a thing that you're supposed to do, but I enjoy it. And then kind of going along the lines of the chips and whatnot, a bunch of chips are vegan. Like all pretzels are vegan, I'm pretty sure. I don't know why they wouldn't be. A lot of chips are vegan. My personal favorite chips are the Doritos Sweet and Spicy Nacho. Those are delicious and actually vegan. So, oh, they're so good. I would recommend trying those as well. Popcorn. Most of the popcorn that's like pre-popped and you can get in a big bag like in the chip section of the store are vegan. And then of course you can get like the non-popped ones, like the bags that you put in the microwave just without the butter on them. Easy. Also, most popcorn at the movie theater is vegan. If you didn't know, it is. Now you know. Which, you know, nothing is healthy because if it's not real butter, it's just a bunch of chemicals, but whatever. Snack bars. A bunch of snack bars in the grocery store are vegan. You just have to read the labels, but I feel like it's easier and cheaper and healthier to make your own because there's not so much like sugar and weird chemically crap going into them. So that's easy to make. Also, energy balls. I don't know if you like heard of those. I love to make those. I also have a video on me making different types of those. Wow. But it's just like, again, it's kind of like a granola bar but more like condensed and more protein because it's basically just like oats, a type of nut butter you want, a sweetener such as like maple syrup or rice syrup like I was saying, and then whatever little add-ins you want to put on there, like vegan chocolate chips, different types of fruit, coconut flakes, whatever you want in there. And of course you could just go really basic and snack on like fruits and vegetables, things like that. Boring. Just kidding, those are good for you. Or like nuts and trail mix, you know, protein, love that. Just make sure the trail mix doesn't have like M&Ms in it because that's not vegan, obviously. And finally, desserts slash sweets. I don't know, I feel like a lot of people know this by now because I feel like this is the first thing that people bring up when they're talking about veganism. But Oreos are vegan! Pretty much like every single type of Oreo that I have come across. I know they make some weird flavors, but like all the flavors that I've tried have been vegan, which is great. So shout out to Oreo. Who doesn't like Oreos? Bunch of candies are vegan. It's mostly like the like fruity candies, I guess. Swedish Fish, I think Jolly Ranchers, Sour Patch Kids. I don't know, like lollipops, things like that. You can find a comprehensive list on the internet. Dark chocolate, delicious. My favorite brand is Green and Black's. I think that one's a little more expensive, but like I will go for it because it is the best chocolate on the market, let me tell you. I get mine at Walgreens. Yay, shout out to Walgreens. Vegan ice cream. Literally so many brands have been making dairy-free ice cream, which is great. The Ben & Jerry's vegan ice cream is the best one I have tried, and I know Ben & Jerry's is expensive, but it's so good. But there's so many different dairy-free brands out there. Even the Walmart brand of ice cream, I think it's called Sam's Choice, it has a dairy-free line. I think I saw like 3 or 4 flavors last time I was in Walmart. I was like, shout out to that. So you have options there. And my final recommendation for sweets are vegan cinnamon rolls. I know there's like a couple brands out there, but like organic brands or something like that, I'm not sure. But my favorite vegan cinnamon rolls are from Trader Joe's. I just love Trader Joe's. They have so many vegan options. Their produce is pretty affordable, which is great. And their cinnamon rolls are amazing. I don't know if they still have them, but it might just be a fall thing, not sure. But their pumpkin cinnamon rolls are a blessing from heaven above, let me just tell you. So Trader Joe's cinnamon rolls, delicious, 100 out of 10, definitely would recommend trying those. Okay, so that concludes my little, I guess not little, it's kind of long, maybe I just talked a lot, but list of kind of like easy vegan meals to kind of like start you off if you are thinking about becoming vegan or are transitioning into veganism. So I hope this was a helpful like guide to you of things that you could eat, because I know a lot of people are kind of like, oh my god, what do you eat when you're vegan? And I'm like, a lot of things. I eat so much. Do not fear. I think I'm going to be making kind of like a part 2 of this video, but focusing on like eating out, like different types of restaurants. Look out for that video. But I hope this was helpful to you. Again, like I was saying before, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, favorite vegan meals that you enjoy, let me know in the comments below. I hope you guys are having a great 2018, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Hello, side note, I really just wanted to add really quick that I tried out the Tarte Rainforest foundation today, and Tarte is a like vegan and cruelty-free brand. I don't actually know if all their products are vegan, but pretty much all of them are vegan and they're all cruelty-free, and I really like this foundation. I'm not sure if you can tell with this lighting, but like it stayed on really well throughout the day, and it has like nice coverage but not too full, doesn't feel cakey. I would definitely recommend that if you're looking for a cruelty-free foundation. So yes.